Okay, this is the Finance Committee meeting of the Dormitory Authority of August 9th, 2022, and I will read the roll of who is in attendance at this meeting. We have our Finance Committee Chair, Jerry Romsky, our Board Chair, Al Carney, Janice McKinney, Joan Sullivan, Beryl Snyder, John Gardner, and Lisa Gomez. For board members and from DASNY staff, we have Ruben McDaniel, Paul Koopman, Portia Lee, Nadine Fontaine, Kim Ellis, Ricardo Salomon, Dina Amodio, Alex Sardine, Karen Ellinger, Deb Fasser, Amanda Nazario, and myself, Sarah Richards. And we are holding this meeting as authorized under the extension of the executive order in light of the COVID pandemic. And we are authorized to do so under that extension. We are all participating via Zoom today. And with that, Mr. Chair, I will turn it back to you.
Well, thank you very much, Sarah, and welcome everyone to the August 2022 special meeting of the Finance Committee of the Dormitory Authority. First up is the adoption of meeting minutes from the May meeting of the Finance Committee. We didn't have a meeting in June, nor did we have one in July, so that's why we are still adopting those meeting minutes from the May meeting. So can I please get a motion from one of the my fellow committee members to approve those meeting minutes, please?
I move the resolution, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much,
Yep,
Mr.
and I
Chair.
second that.
Thank you very much, Janice. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Am I hearing any opposed? No. So that motion carries and the meeting minutes are adopted. We have one financing up for discussion, and it relates to the RISE offering, and that will be presented by none other than Ms. Portia Lee. So thank you, Portia. So I'm down here in the Rockaways and the planes are taking off, so I'm going to go on mute.
Okay. Well, thank you really to all the members for being here for today's meeting. We're having this special meeting, we will be having a special meeting tomorrow to consider this raise age financing, and you're considering it this afternoon. This is an important, it's an important juvenile justice reform initiative, and it's something that we want to move along quickly. So I really did want to thank all the members for participating in today's Finance Committee meeting and tomorrow's board meeting to consider this important matter. So the transaction report that's provided to the members presents an 18-year term for bond issue in an amount not to exceed $22 million for the first bond issuance under the Raise Age program. Albany County is going to be the first participant county and the sole obligor for this initial issuance. We expect additional counties will participate in the future. So as I mentioned earlier, Raise the Age, or RTA, is a major juvenile justice reform initiative that removes 16 and 17-year-old adolescent offenders from the adult criminal justice system and places them in age-appropriate settings. The law provides that 16 and 17-year-old adolescent offenders must be housed separately from adults in facilities that are preferably located closer to the offender's home and family, with the ability to provide services in smaller, closely supervised groups. The objectives of Raise the Age include ensuring a more fair and equitable justice system, providing proper services and treatment for young offenders, as well as lowering recidivism rates. The project that you are considering will finance the costs associated with additions and renovations to the existing detention center in Albany County. These additions and renovations include adding a secure housing wing to provide an additional 12 beds and support space, and renovating the existing configuration to add another 3 beds. Additions will also include an exam room that will serve the nurse's suite, an addition off the main entrance to house administrative space, including a conference room. Proper space will also be included for secure visitation, as well as additional classroom and counseling space. A secure entranceway and garage will be expanded to provide sufficient space for intake procedures. The recreation yard is also planned to be expanded, as well as additional parking. And new safety and security features will also include a fire suppression system, a full coverage security camera system, an upgraded central control unit to control access and egress through the facility. It's anticipated that the bond issue will be secured by a pledge of all funds payable by the Office of Children and Family Services, OCFS, to Albany County, So those are the pledged state aid revenues. There will also be a financing agreement with Albany County, which includes a pre-default intercept of these pledged state aid revenues. So as the pledged state aid revenues includes a pledge of all funds payable by OCFS to participant counties, the debt service coverage is projected to be substantial. In addition to the reimbursement that's provided for debt service costs associated with the capital costs related to Raise the Age and non-Raise the Age facilities, other OCFS reimbursement includes funding for a number of other programs, including foster care, social services, independent living, and child welfare services. So based on recent historical interceptable aid paid to Albany County by OCFS, the projected debt service coverage ratio is expected to be about 11.6 to 1. The intercept mechanism is a pre-default intercept, as a financing agreement payments will be due to the bond trustee at least 4 months prior to the debt service payment dates. As discussed in the transaction report, Albany County owns the land on which the detention facility resides and leases the land to Capital District Youth Center, Inc., or CDYCI. CDYCI was created jointly by Albany County, Rensselaer County, Saratoga County, and Schenectady County as a not-for-profit public corporation, and it administers the detention facility. However, these other 3 counties are not obligors on the financing, and the financial aid paid to the counties are not subject to intercept. Albany County is the sole obligor for the project and will assume full financial responsibility, including its pledged state aid revenues and the corresponding intercept of such revenues for Rensselaer, Saratoga, and Schenectady County's use of the facility. And finally, we expect the rating on this program to be based on the intercept, and we expect it to be AA2. Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much, Portia, for the thorough presentation. Are there any questions or concerns? First, let me go to the committee members. Al, Janice, anything?
Janice, please.
Nope.
I do have a question, but
Okay.
I'll defer to you.
Nope,
if
you
have
go.
one.
You go. Nope, you go right ahead, Al.
Portia, what triggers the pre-default intercept? And I'm not criticizing it. I'm just curious to know.
If the payment isn't made for some reason, you know, there's a lot of belts and suspenders here, in the sense
Yeah.
there's a lot of interceptable aid that's pledged in the first instance, and then if for some reason the county doesn't make the payment, we can actually go in and directly and intercept it.
Even though there's no technical default.
Because the payment is supposed to, we got it set
Okay,
up.
I got it. I'm not criticizing. I just want to make sure that I understand how that works. Let me say something about this proposed financing. This is a sort of thing that makes me proud at DASNY. As 16 and 17-year-olds have to be housed separately, offenders have to be housed separately, that we are involved in this financing and potentially with its expansion into other counties. This is a sort of thing that I believe that DASNY that we should smile about. It's a terrific opportunity for us to be in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing, and I like this idea. You probably can't figure out from that how I'm going to vote, right? But this is terrific, and the more of these, Portia, that staff can find for DASNY, the more I'm going to smile at what we're doing here. This is terrific. It's just a terrific idea. Thank you for thank you for being there when Albany County needed DASNY to do what it's doing now.
But you know, Al, we all think this is a really important policy initiative and in turn a really important financing, and that is why, you know, I wanted to thank the members, and I'll say that again, just, you know, thank everybody for coming together at the August special meeting to consider this. Much appreciated.
Portia, thank you, and Matthew as well. Is Matt on the phone?
He's not as on vacation.
Okay, will he be on the phone tomorrow for the presentation?
He's on vacation this week.
Oh, is he? Okay, well, good for him. He did all the work, I assume. This is a terrific proposal, and I'm very enthusiastic about it.
Thank you, Al. Portia, will there be, I'm assuming the 63 counties in the fine state of New York, assuming there'll be a number of other counties behind this, using this as sort of a template or an example?
Yes, there are a number of counties that are in discussion with OCFS. You know, we had thought at one point that we might be able to consider them all at the same time, but that's not the case. So we're moving forward with Albany County now. We expect there to be other counties, you know, let's call it in the spring or so.
Great. Are there any other board members have any questions or concerns who are on the line?
I don't. I just wanted to say this was a very good reason to meet in August.
Thank you, Carol.
Thank you.
Joan, I don't either, and I'd just like to echo what Al said. I think this is a great proposal, great opportunity. Thank you.
Folks. So, can I get a motion to recommend approval of this offering at tomorrow's full board meeting?
I so move.
Thank you.
Second.
Second, and all in favor, aye.
Aye.
They're unopposed. Therefore, that motion carries. Portia, I'm doing this from, have anything else on the agenda for today's meeting?
Yep, that's correct.
Okay, so my memory isn't completely gone. That said, I'll look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
All right, thank you very much.
Second.
All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Okay, none
Aye.
opposed. Okay, well, thank you. And I look forward to seeing, I don't know if anybody's going to be at Liberty tomorrow. I think I might make it in person, but if not, I'll see everybody tomorrow, one way or the other.
I'll be
Yes.
I'll be moosing tomorrow. I'll be on the Zoom call.
Okay, great.
Me too.
Well, thanks, guys.
Thanks, everyone. We appreciate you. We'll see
All
you
right.
tomorrow morning.